you guys, welcome back to my channel. I get excited when I get to do these videos because I feel like I get to share the little that I know about finances, and then I look forward to you guys' comments. So please be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, and like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And let's jump right into the video. Hey, I can't do that stuff. But in today's video, I wanted to come on here and talk about love and money. So money in relationships, love, and things like that. And I did some research and I found that about 43% of people get a divorce because of finances. So money management, who makes what and where money goes to. And also 53% of people every day have anxiety about money. So whether the lack of it, or how am I going to pay my bills and just my retirement, 53%. So it means that 1 out of every 2 people that you see are anxious about their financial state of mind, which is worrisome, which is why we need to talk about these issues. So I will talk about the things that I personally do and I recommend that you do when you find yourself in a relationship with your family, in a marriage, and things like, or hopefully before you get married, because you need to be on the same page with that person. So the number one suggestion, and one of the things that I try to do, is to determine incomes. So how much do I make? How much does that person make? And what do they do? What is the potential they have of making money? Some professions have like a fixed bracket, and some other professions like IT, if you diversify, you're able to broaden your chances or increase your chances of making more money. So what is the prospect in each person's career? And just determining who makes what and how much money your household will eventually have when you come together as a couple, or if you're already in a marriage, it's not too late to sit down and reassess that situation and try to figure it out. The second point is to talk to your partner about the type of life, the kind of life that you want to lead. So what I usually do when I find myself in a semi-serious relationship is to start to talk about my long-term goals and how it pertains to money. So for example, I have a goal of being with my kids when I have kids for a year or 2. So not working and just spending time with my kids until they're 2. So I say that up front. I call it housewife, but I'll still be doing something productive. But I have those kind of goals. I have that kind of ambition. I also have the desire to pay my children's school loans. So I don't want them to have school loans. I want to pay their tuition out of pocket. So help me God. So these are the things that I discuss with anybody that wants my phone number. If you are the type that you rather buy Gucci shoe than pay for my child's tuition, get out of here, man. I will kill you like fly. Don't come near me. Don't take my number. I don't have it. Go away. So, but yeah, you should be doing that as well before you get serious with people. But like I said, if you find that you're already married and you didn't talk about these things, it's never too late to start building a healthier financial life. Also, I find that I like to travel. I hate to say it, but I really start feeling sick if I don't go on a vacation in 6 months. I'm not even trying to be funny. Seriously, I'm not even from a rich home, so I wasn't taking on vacation but as this adult life hits me, I just find that just taking myself out of my house, staying in a hotel, just going to a different environment helps my productivity, helps my mental health. So I communicate things like this, my priorities. I like to travel. I like for my children's tuition to be paid. These are the type of compromises that I'm willing to make that happen. So you don't have to buy me designer bags or like expensive gifts, but please make sure that you will be working. Yes. You will be the breadwinner. Yes. You will be hardworking, and you have to have multiple streams of income, or you have to come up with ideas from time to time, and you have to be on the same page with me pretty much on the values that I have about money. and also about giving, because the last thing you want is for you to be somebody, like I am somebody that likes to help people if I have the means. I don't want to get with someone who thinks that giving $50 to a friend in need is a waste of money, if you know what I mean. And I know that this causes a lot of issues. I also have parents who struggle to raise me, struggle to take me through school. I have sisters who literally paid for my tuition. So no, I'm not going to get to America and then be speaking for net to them, okay? My nieces and my nephews, even though they don't ask for anything, I feel the need to give to them. So I tell whoever I'm with, Christmas period, their birthdays, I spoil them. And if they ask me for anything, best believe it's going to get done. I can tell them, I need to save for it, but it's getting done because I love them so much and things like that matter to me. So, but you get my drift, you get my point. You need to communicate your patterns, the things that are important to you, to your partner. The number 4 point that I discussed with prospective husbands, boyfriends, and things like that is your idea on big events. So like weddings, like birthdays. Are you the type? I have friends who they turn 22 party, 22 and a half party, 22 and 8 months Obesere must come, Shina Peters must come. You need to talk to people that you are marrying about things like this. Personally, I don't want a wedding. I'm fine with carrying my load with Ghana must go and entering my husband's house peacefully. Just go to court, peacefully enter my husband's house and be eating and be happy. For some ladies, they love to have a ceremony. You need to talk to your partner about this, because I was in a relationship with someone who wanted a wedding, even though at that point I thought I'm not able to afford that, and even if I have the money, that's not how my life is going to be set up. But they wanted a wedding. There is nothing bad in wanting a wedding. It just means that I go this way and you go this way. Go and look for somebody that wants a wedding, and I go and look for somebody that cannot be bothered. Which, it was good that we talked about that and we went our separate ways. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Don't be shy to bring things like this up, because guess what? If you don't talk about it now, it will become a bigger issue. It will be more painful to separate from that person. Say you were married or you have kids with this person. So the best time is when you're getting to know them, be on the same page or have an agreement about how you do things like that. The 5th point is to decide if you'll be saving privately, like on your individually, or as a couple. So will your savings account come in the same account, or will each person have their own separate savings account? The last thing you want is to have a partner that doesn't save any of their money and you save all of your money, and then when there is something that comes up, you feel resentment that I've not been spending a lot of my money, I've been saving, meanwhile you've been spending, and now we're spending all of my savings. You don't want that. And especially as women, I can speak for myself and most ladies, but I'm going to tell you about yourself if you want to be using my own money to be flexing. No. So, which is why you need to talk about these issues. Sometimes you don't get in your way. In fact, it's the purpose of the conversation is not to get in your way. It's just to be in agreement, to agree. So in the case of the party that I discussed, if the other person likes it, they can decide, okay, maybe every 10 years I would have a big party. Even though you don't like parties, 10 years is a long time. You have time to save for it and things like that, so you're able to reach a compromise. The last but not the least point is talk about debt. So again, I have a personal experience with that. I was talking to someone who had student loans, a significant amount, like hundreds of thousands of student loans. And there's nothing bad with having student loans. You did it for a good cause. It's most likely making your life better. I hope so. If you have hundreds of thousands, your life better be better, because I'm just going to punch your face, but you get my point. So and I didn't have student loans, and so it's important to talk about things like that so that you're able to agree on who pays what. While you're tackling your student loans, what is the plan to pay the student loans? Are we going to buy a house? If we have this student loan to tackle as a couple when we get married, will I be taking a huge portion of the expenses of the household while you pay that off. Conversations like that, you need to have these kind of conversations. Do I have credit card loans? Do you have, what kind of loans do you have? That can even help you to determine their spending pattern. So let's say they have $15,000 in student loans. They keep deferring that, they don't pay that, but then they have $20,000 in credit card because mom must wear shirt, mom must wear a native agbada with a logo. We already know that your future is somehow. They will use all your money to buy good tissue. So from those kind of conversations, you kind of know who you're dealing with. I say this and I laugh about it, but this is very, very important. This is stuff that break homes, break relationships. You find siblings not talking, people not talking to their parents because of money. So just save yourself the stress and talk about it ahead of time. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know which of the points you can relate with, or if you have any experiences that you would like to share, put them in the comment section. I love to read from you guys. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.